Good evening, everyone. This is Pradeep, Ambassador of Change from GETI, Lucknow. And right now, you're on our disruptive education platform. This has been provided to us by our mentor, Dr. Sunita Gandhi. And on this platform, we have met with and interacted with more than 1,600 educators from India and all over the world. And this evening, we have for you Mr. Mohammed Zouli. He is an EFL teacher from the Mohammed 5 High School in Khenifra, Morocco. He is an EFL Moroccan teacher since 2002, and he has taught in several public and private schools. He also teaches business for management students in tertiary education in the ISTA of the Khenifra city, and he has presented many webinars for several internet organizations such as IELT and Internet English Language Center. He is also a member of MATE, the Moroccan Association of Teachers of English. Welcome, sir, for being with us. Thank you. Good evening. And he shall be speaking on teaching and soft skills. Thank you, sir, and over to you.
Thank you, sir, for this nice presentation. Thank you, Global Education and Training Institution, for hosting this presentation. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody in the world, and for all those who are interested in discussing this presentation of today. So, as the sir has presented, I'm going to talk about teaching and soft skills. So, appropriate soft skills play an important role in getting employment to lead a successful career as well as during social interactions in society. Soft skills are also called as interpersonal skills, life skills, people skills, which are the abilities and skills that help to become a complete professional, especially in corporate sectors around the globe. The students aspiring to become professionals not only need academic and technical skills, but also soft skills to reach the goals of the organization. The professionals who want to lead a successful career are not getting expected jobs or promotions because of soft skills deficits. A considerable number of people are not reaching their destinations because of not having acquired soft skills in social interaction. Soft skills are required to all human beings to lead the life smoothly. They are required in all professions, whether it is business, employment, politics, administration, or service. Employers usually prefer to see a fine blend of competencies in their staff, and in addition to discipline-based knowledge and skills, adequate levels of soft skills are considered desirable for moving forward in the career. A considerable number of people are not reaching their destination because of not having acquired soft skills in social interaction. Soft skills are required to all human beings to lead life smoothly. In this presentation of today, we are going to discuss number one, in a definition of soft skills. Number two, why do some people achieve their goals in new jobs and others do not? Number three, the 5 reasons why soft skills are important. Number four, the most important soft skills. Number five, most interviewers find soft skills difficult to assess. Number six, how to identify candidate soft skills. And number seven, soft skills for teachers. Meaning and definition. The word soft skill is a sociological term referring to the emotional intelligence quotient of a person. Soft skills are also called as interpersonal skills, life skills, people skills, employable skills, personal habits, friendliness, optimism, social graces, personality development skills, and behavioral competencies. What are soft skills? Soft skills are subjective and are associated with personal attributes and character. Soft skills are often described as people skills or interpersonal skills, revealing how one relates and interacts with other people. Soft skill is a synonym for people skill. The term describes those personal attributes that indicate high level of emotional intelligence. Unlike hard skills, which describe the person's technical skill set and ability to perform specific tasks, soft skills are broadly applicable across job titles and in industries. It's often said that hard skills will get you an interview, but you need soft skills to get and keep the job. Number two, why do some people achieve their goals in new jobs and others do not? Statistics indicate worrying trend that many people fail in new jobs despite the initial promise they show in their interviews. Businesses take a gamble every time a new employee is hired, even with apparently good interviewing, selection, and training policies. The five reasons why soft skills are important. Number one, to handle interpersonal relations. Number two, to make appropriate decisions. Number three, to communicate effectively. Number four, to make good impression and impact. Number five, to gain professional development. Now we are going to discuss the most important soft skills. Soft skills can be acquired but cannot be specifically taught or evaluated. Example of the most important soft skills are communication skills. Communication skills have always been at the top of the list of essential skills. These are five ways to communicate at work: verbal communication, non-verbal communication, oral communication, written communication, visual communication. Number two, the skill number two is flexibility and adaptability. In the 21st century, companies need to change at the speed of light to remain competitive. So they want workers who can also shift gears or change direction as needed. Also, while the economy may be recovering, many companies are not fully staffed, so they want employees who can wear more than one hat and serve in more than one role. The skill number three is making decisions. This component is highly valued by employers for many reasons, since being able to make decisions is a key to getting on in life. Sometimes the actual decision doesn't even matter. What matters is that you have made one and moved on. Rush said, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. These are the 7 steps to decision-making process. Number one, to identify the step number one to identify the decision to realize that you need and make decision. Step number two is to gather relevant information. Step number three, to identify the alternatives. Step number four, weigh the evidence. Step number five, choose among alternatives. Step number six, take action. And step number seven, review your decision. The skill number four, interpersonal skills. This is a broad category of people skills and include the ability to build and maintain relationships, develop rapport, and use diplomacy. It also includes the ability to give and receive constructive criticism, be tolerant and respectful regarding the opinions of others, and empathize with them. The skill number five is self-motivation and work ethics. People who are motivated get on by themselves. They don't need close supervision, and they are good to work with because they are generally positive about life and can be counted upon to keep going. While you may have a manager companies don't like to spend time micromanaging employees. They expect you to be responsible and to do the job that you are getting paid to do, which includes being punctual when you arrive at work, meeting deadlines, and making sure that your work is error-free. Going the extra mile shows that you are committed to performing your work with excellence. The skill number six is leadership skills. Leadership is soft skill you can show even if you are not directly managing others. Leadership can be thought of as a collection of various other soft skills, such as general positive attitude and outlook, the ability to communicate effectively, and an aptitude for both self-motivating and motivating others. Employers want those who can cultivate relationships up, down, and across the organizational chain. These are the common effective leadership skills: communication, leading to motivation, leading to positivity, and leading to embrace new ideas, and doing this by responsibility. The seventh skill is teamwork skills. Most employees are part of a team, department, or division, and even those who are not on an official team need to collaborate with other employees. Teamwork motivates unity in the workplace, offers different perspectives, and provides improved efficiency and productivity. The skill number eight, creativity and problem solving. There are many people who believe that creativity thinkers are born, not made, and there are certainly some people who find these skills much easier. Many people shirk from problem because they don't understand that companies hire employees to solve problems. Glitches, bumps in the road, and stumbling blocks are part of the job. The ability to use your knowledge to find answers to processing problems and formulate workable solutions will demonstrate that you can handle and excel in your job. Think brainstorming. The skill number nine is time management and the ability to work under pressure. Effective time management requires staff to analyze their workload, assign priorities, and maintain focus on an productive endeavor. The ability to work under pressure involves dealing with constraints which are often outside of your control. Changes and expected events, problems, or challenges can and do often occur regardless of how well planned or organized you are. The ability to respond effectively to pressure and stress is therefore extremely important in any line of work. Number five is the most interviewers find soft skills difficult to assess. To assess the area of soft skills, the role has to be reviewed in order to list the soft skills relevant to reduce the probability of job failure or underperformance. Some of these could be repeatedly completing high quality work on time, persuading others to consider different technical points of view, coaching and being coached on technical and non-technical matters, working successfully for a variety of managers, each with their own individual style. Remaining flexible enough to handle rapidly changing design requirements, yet still hitting deadlines. making tough decisions with limited information and often dealing with the ambiguity, challenging conventional wisdom and authority, helping team members who are struggling, taking over without being told that project is in trouble, managing multiple projects through timeline, meeting budget restraints and their implications, prioritizing with global directions. Number six, how to identify candidates' soft skills. One of the best ways to tell if applicants have the skill to perform specific tasks is to directly ask how they have used those skills in the past. Some headlines that could be assessed are: how do you work out what your top priorities are? Initiative. Describe the most recent situation where you found you had work related problems. What did you do to resolve it? Communication. Have you ever given instructions that someone didn't follow? If so, why did you think that happened? Integrity. Have you had to deal with a co-worker who wasn't pulling his or her weight? If so, what did you do about it? Leadership. Did you ever need cooperation from a group over which you had little authority? If so, how effective were you? Persuasiveness. What strategies have you found work best when trying to sway someone to your point of view? Sales. Describe the main types of people you target. What approach do you use for each group? Now, soft skills versus hard skills. The capability of effectively using soft skills can make or break a teacher's career. Hard skills are routinely taught all throughout all courses of all ages. These are skills that are easily quantifiable and can be tested as well. However, soft skills are very difficult to measure. For example, how can you measure leadership? There is no specific degree or measuring unit for these. The knowledge of the subject matter, for example, hard skills, is always considered while evaluating a teacher, but it has now been recognized soft skills for teachers are useful not only in the classroom, but also while working with parents, performing administration tasks, and working as a team. Now, teachers. As teachers, you will talk to and deal with a variety of people daily, and soft skills for teacher will be visible in your ability to successfully fulfilling the needs of those individuals. Soft skills for teachers include communication, both oral and written, for receiving and distributing information effectively. Amongst soft skills for teacher, another cardinal one is teamwork. A group of students is a ready-made team. Successful teamwork is necessary to complete even the simplest of the tasks like group projects, peer-to-peer interaction, etc. Other soft skills for teacher include critical thinking, leadership, and problem solving, without which a teacher is unable to manage the class session behavior or progress of students. Soft skills for teachers online. Online teaching is fast becoming the norm, especially with the new state of the world. You as teacher are deeply driven and focused to deliver the online classes, but in the course of these classes you are also practicing and honing your skills, developing new ones as well. The soft skills have been discussed in details before. The soft skills that any teacher need are communication, number one, two, leadership, planning, number three, and number four, patience and empathy. Number 5, adaptability. And number 6, cultural awareness. Number 7, relationship building. Number 8, teamwork. And number 9, problem solving. And 10, critical thinking. Now, when you have the required soft skill for teacher, your online classes have a powerful impact on the students and make their experience interactive and memorable. So teachers must have soft skills. In the absence of proper soft skills, especially for online teaching, you will not be able to deliver classes and lectures in a correct manner, and the student experience will be dissimilar. Students are notorious for having a very low attention span, and it is the teacher's capacity to retain their attention and innovative techniques are called for. It is the soft skills for teacher put to use when by voice modulation, class activities, or props as required, so that students can grasp the maximum knowledge. B. Set an example. Soft skills cannot be taught by a book, only demonstrated with an example. These skills are in demand for all professions. So this is a great opportunity to improve soft skills by observing you as teacher. When you set a fantastic example, there can be a domino effect. Students then grow up becoming exemplary individuals who can make succeed in life and also contribute very positive to the society. All teachers must know their impact on students' roles, which they have to play in the student's life, and the requirements process should reflect the same. C. You may only teach one age group of different age groups, but you must remember that every student will be different, and so will be their interaction requirements. Those soft skills are for teachers will enable the teacher to understand the student's level and adjust classes. Whenever a learner is entrusted to an educator, the teaching skills should be very able and abounding. It is the skills that are responsible for your understanding of the student's capability and cognitive capability. Leadership is an inherent soft skill for teachers. They should be able to command respect and obedience, yet remain approachable to students. When a teacher is frivolous and unable to have a serious demeanor, then students are going to end being undisciplined. When teaching online, this soft skills is vital. The class can remain on track, and you can direct the class in the desired direction. You will inspire the can lead the students. You will inspire can lead the students to become good leaders. Memorable lessons remain with the person lifelong, and that is why soft skills are imperative for a teacher. The teacher and student must maintain a fine line in their relationship, especially if you teach adult students. This indicates that both should maintain a respectable distance between each other. Having said that, the student should feel comfortable and be at ease to approach you as a teacher. So how do how to establish these boundaries? Well, your soft skills are the answer. Your function is to be an advisor and guide to your students. It is only possible if you apply your people skill. You should be approachable yet be formal. Thus, you are available for them when going through a rough path. plus work. Online teaching is here to stay and is the future of education. Tech, Technology for online teaching is already available and becoming more sophisticated to make this mode feasi- feasible option. You are already teaching online, so you have already becoming part of the journey. You are subject matter expert in your life, but to become a resounding success, your soft skills need to be perfectly honed. These skills can't be taught from a book, nor can they be quantified. They can only be experienced. Soft skills include communication, leadership, critical thinking, problem solving, planning, active listening, passion, empathy, cultural awareness, compassion, and many more. But these are things that make us human, and a great teacher embodies all of these qualities to bring the most memorable experience to students. Take these skills with you to be the best teacher in any medium. I hereby finally quote what Rick Stephens, the senior vice president of HR, the Boeing Corporation, said. There are no one specific thing or skill people have to work for us. But I can tell you why we fire people. Soft skills. We hire for hard skills, we fire for soft skills. The ability to interact and communicate with others or behave ethically and take responsibility for things tend to be where people break down. And that's the end. Happy teaching. I'm ready for your question.
Thank you, sir, for that talk and on teaching and soft skills. So, sir, how do you teach soft skills to a person who is not really able to understand what soft skills are all about?
The soft skills, hard skills. Every one of us need these soft skills to interact with other people, to communicate with other people. We don't teach them. We acquire them. We experience them, as I said in my presentation. We experience them through our interaction with other people. These soft skills, they can't you can't uh, find them in a book, but you need to interact with others to know whether you have these soft skills or not.
Right. Thank you, sir. So, good evening, everybody, and thank you, Mr. Mohammed Zouli, for that very interesting talk on teaching and soft skills. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Good evening.
Yes,
Good night.
thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.